Welcome back, guys. Advocates for Justice Foreclosure Defense Paralegal School. We are different and we prove it. Hey, tonight I just wanted to jump on here for a little while and cover a couple of questions related to our win that we talked about in our last video. Had a few folks on Facebook with a few questions. I want to review the facts about the win we discussed in the last video. I'm also going to share with you some information about the new state court foreclosure defense package that I'm structuring right now. And we're going to do an update on the Fair Debt Collection Act / FARA / Administrative Procedures Act package. Let's just get started tonight. Video is going to be part of our instructional, part of the videos for our instructional playlist. So you guys we're going to have a new playlist, lawsuit against the judge playlist or something to that effect. And we're going to have all of the videos that address suing the judge and holding the judge responsible for helping the attorneys. We're going to have all those in one playlist so people can check them out, because that's where you're going to end up at. When you roll with us, the judge is going to have to help them get by our stuff because we bring fire to the table. Now, one of the things that people on Facebook have been asking for is they've been wanting to know if I have a copy of the judge's order terminating the case. And we don't have a copy of the judge's order terminating the case. We didn't even know the case was disposed of for 3 or 4 weeks later, and we kept filing stuff in the case, and the attorney was pissed, kept saying our stuff was scandalous and all of this stuff. Well, wait a minute. Had they sent us a copy of the judge's order and letting us know the case has been terminated, I sure wouldn't have continued filing stuff in the case that's terminated and we won. I don't know what the hell what they're doing down there, but I think part of their problem is they're not used to getting their butt kicked, for one. And the other problem is the court does not want to be on the record dismissing a foreclosure case for lack of jurisdiction, as that would call all of the judges' other cases into question, or all of the cases in all of the other judges' courts into question if that court didn't have jurisdiction. They're kind of caught between a rock and a rock. They didn't tell us that the case was terminated or disposed of, and those were the words that was used on the docket sheet. So that's enough for me. Now, with that said, sure, we like to get a copy of the judge's order, but right now, we're more focused on what we need to be doing right now moving forward. We got the judgment. The attorneys had to go sit the hell down, leave us alone. And we were asking for $20.5 million. So we're focused on that right now, how we're going to handle the exit strategy. Yeah. Other things that we're going to do, we're going to communicate with the attorneys. Whoever loses has to cover the other side's expenses. That's how it goes. Now, $20.5 million. But what I'm thinking is we should get what they were going to ask for had they won. I think that's fair. And we're also going to demand foreclosure attorney contact the credit reporting agency and correct all the false information that was reported to them. This repair your credit score pretty much overnight. Update on the FDCPA / FARA lawsuit package. I'm going to include the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit in that package, and I'm going to leave it at $75. That package is designed for anyone who's struggling with your finances and facing this. Now you have opportunity. Most people can come up with $75. We're going to throw in the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit for anybody that's in the court process already, which most people are if you're needing this in a hurry to slam the judge. And I would use it if you have time. I would use it and file it and force the judge to violate you denying this, and then use this as a reason for bringing your lawsuit. And the lawsuit package is written up to do this, and this is one of the reasons why I'm including this. Now, you guys need to understand the FDCPA violation. They're violating you there by misleading you and misrepresenting themselves, saying that they're working for the third-party debt collector who hasn't signed anything. And the only signatures on the foreclosure, on the paperwork that they're using to foreclose against your property, is the signatures that come from the third-party debt collecting attorneys. And people need to understand that And this is the biggest mistake that most people make in foreclosure defense. They believe that the lender is the one foreclosing on you, and it's not the lender. People don't understand that the illegal mortgage scam and the unlawful foreclosure are two entirely different situations orchestrated by two entirely different leeches. I mean, two entirely different parties. And when you confuse the wrong party for the wrong thing, you you fail to state a claim that you can get relief for under Rule 12B. I'm sure you guys know what that is, right? Now, with that being said, I also have a video on my YouTube channel that will help you um, learn how to state a claim for relief. And it's a short video, and it's really easy to do. I didn't do it in the beginning because I had enough information that I didn't need to, and I didn't want to follow their crap. But a few people are getting jammed up because that's the excuse they use. So we closed that hole and we screwed that door shut. So they can't use it anymore. But you have to go and review the video and check it out so that you can get up to date on what's going on. The update that we're going to do, we're going to include the jurisdictional challenges. This will provide you with the firepower that you need to stop the attorney's foreclosure process if you need to do that before filing your claim against the judge and the bar association and the attorney. Now, the way you would do this, if you're in a jam, you're about to get evicted or whatever, then you're going to have to challenge the jurisdiction, because if you just file the lawsuit package and you're about to get evicted, they will leave it sitting on that basket on the counter until they get done kicking your ass and your family out of your house. That's the way they roll. And they figure once they get you kicked out, they have the upper hand. And they don't always, but that's how they figure. New state court foreclosure defense lawsuit package that I'm structuring. We are going to review the docket sheet from this win and use that docket sheet as a groundwork for for putting in the documents that we need in this package. And we're going to figure out what we need and what we don't need, because we filed a few things we didn't need. One of the things that we learned is that we must pay close attention to the docket sheet. And when you look at the docket sheet in the end or along the way, you'll see a pattern. The pattern that we saw, was each time we challenged jurisdiction, they bring in a different attorney. Or each time we jammed them up with something, they'd bring in a different attorney, and the new attorney would pick up the slack. And it's interesting because the last attorney, the one that signed the entry of appearance to allow the attorney that had been defaulted to come back in, I guess they didn't think we checked the signatures. That's the number one thing, check the signatures. And we figured out that the attorney who signed the entry of appearance was not the attorney that's doing the work and signing the documents that's filed in court. That's a problem. Yeah, so what we did was we added that attorney who tried to be slick and signed the entry of appearance. We added that attorney to the lawsuit and not the one that was in our face screwing with that. So they're taking the heat for him. Yep. And boy, he was not happy. We found out later on that that last attorney that they had, I think that was the 8th or 9th attorney. That attorney was also one of the investors, in the law firm, and he went back to school and passed the bar so he could become an attorney. So he's an attorney investor. So we kicked his butt too. So yeah, made him go sit the hell down, leave us alone. I hope to have that package structured by the end of the week. It's probably going to be $4.99 like the other packages, and it's going to have everything in it that you need to do what we done here. The package that we're talking about, the Fair Debt Collection Act practice, and that's just a quick package of the documents that we used that you can see right on there that we filed that the judge dismissed the case the next day on. Now, maybe that'll happen with you, maybe it won't. I don't know. I put it together with just a couple of things in it for $75 to allow everybody an opportunity to fight back. Never want them to steal your home. Now you have an opportunity to fight back for $75. And you can take that document and you can take the information in that document and you can tweak that information in that document to be your motion for summary judgment, or your motion to dismiss. You can do a lot of things if you start thinking outside this thinking box and not following their freaking rules and shit that they put together that they don't follow. So you need to be creative. When you're creative, shit happens because they have to follow the same protocol for like 150 years. They have to follow the same paperwork, do the same shit. Now, how are they going to have a chance to kick our ass when they have to follow it? Yeah. Oh, wait, they get their buddies to help them. But when you figure out that their program is structured on arguing, and once the arguing starts, their judge friend gets to help them. Okay. So we don't do that. We go in with shit they don't want to argue about. And they ain't trying to argue about what we got on the table. And that's how we roll with that. I'm going to tell you guys, please, please don't wait till the last minute to take action, because I don't run around at the last minute for people who listen to attorneys while the attorneys ran them out of time. Sorry. I have a lot of people that believe in the system, the program, that can see that what they're doing is bad, and they're fighting. I don't have time to put all of those people to the side while I help people who believe that the pro bono attorneys or the attorneys that you pay are going to help you. And I'm going to tell you right now why the attorneys will not help you in foreclosure court. And the reason is because the attorneys will not attack other attorneys. I know, what the hell am I talking about? If you check your stinking foreclosure paperwork, that petition or the notice of default letter or whatever the hell, it's not signed by the trustee. It's not signed by anybody from the bank. It's not signed by the lender. It's signed by a third-party debt collector that's suing you on a debt they're collecting on that they paid pennies on dollars for. Or I'm not sure exactly how they got it, but I know that they have no consideration in the deal and they're screwing you. That I know. So if you wait till the last minute, you're going to be struggling. And I don't run around and crazy like a person without a head. I'm sorry, I don't. And you can ask anybody that work with me. I don't do that. You got to come to the table in time to get the stuff done. And if you just found me, then that's, we'll do the best we can. If you just found me, please don't tell me that you just found me because you just got rid of your attorney yesterday. Okay. Anyway, the sale price on the Fair Debt Collection Act practice / FARA lawsuit package is a great deal for anyone struggling to make ends meet and facing foreclosure. I'm going to leave a link to that offer in the comment section and in the description of the video that I'm doing here. I'm also going to make a new playlist for lawsuits against a judge, so people can go right to that and take a look at that stuff. So you guys that are already in this up to your neck that need to get it handled ASAP will be able to go to that playlist and take a look at the instructional videos and learn what you need to do. So that's about all I have in store for you guys tonight. I'll see you in a few more days. And don't wait around because time is ticking.